government under SW shortwaves, and Iranian had no clue who Ayatollah Khomeini was. And Iranians, masses of Iranians went on the street to topple the Shah, the same very Shah who helped them to understand and to experience civilization. If it wasn't because of his father and himself, Iran would be worse than Afghanistan. Worse than Afghanistan. And I don't want this happen to this country. And I care. I care about Canada and Canadians. Because Canada gave me my identity. Just take your Canada back. Take our Canada back.
I get attacked every day for saying that's an invasion with all those refugees. Because ISIS themselves have said we're putting jihadist fighters in there like a Trojan horse. And ISIS is the only people out there keeping their promises in the last year or so.
But, you know, I told my friend, yesterday somebody told me that, well, do you know what some of your Iranian friends, activist Iranian friends, anti-regime Iranian friends, they call you Islamophobic, and they call you anti-immigrant. Shabnam, remember, you were once immigrant. I would never speak against immigrants. I am for equality and rights of all. Like, you know, by giving rights to only one country, you are scraping the rest of Canada and the rest of those who want to come as refugees to this country. Like, you know, I saw something, a pamphlet here that dentists for refugees who have been in Canada the last 1 year, the last 12 months been in Canada, free dental. Like, you know, what about the rest of Canadians? Yeah. You know, I am for equality. So I love to help refugees. I love to help those people who have not seen freedom, to have freedom here. But every single Muslim, so far I have spoken to, I have many Muslim students and also clients that I have students and clients who wear the niqab and voted for Stephen Harper. They voted with niqab. They didn't want Justin Trudeau because they had the same Christian values that we have, like the same like Islamic values about abortion, about euthanasia, about pot, about, you know, all these values, and they wanted just Harper to be in power. So they tell me that what is going on in Canada? Why only Syrians? And who are these Syrians? Who are the Syrians that they're coming here and we are afraid that something will happen to our children? That's what I'm hearing from Muslims.
They're not even Syrian. They're not even Syrian.
No, you know, they're coming under Syrian.
They're from Beirut and
you know, they are 200, no, they are refugees, but they are, you know, they bought $200 Syrian passport in Turkey.
Yes.
So those people who were refugees in Lebanon, actually maybe they are refugees because under United Nations, you apply for UN, you become UN refugee, but not living in the camp. So those people who came here outside of the camp, still they were, you know, I believe that they were refugees, but they were not in dire condition to be refugees. And you know, it's just, and then you know the hijab that they brought, and the hijab they really like, come on, you know, it's just like I wrote an open letter to Mr. Mayor, but he blocked me, Jim Watson had blocked me on Twitter, I can't even tweet, but you know, we need more immigrants who really experience tyranny to come and help Canadians, because whatever you guys do, you're going to be called redneck, anti-immigrant, Islamophobe.
Just don't call me progressive.
I am all of the above. Make America great again.
I am politically incorrect.
But just, you know, we need to speak to opposites, not to the mirror. And you know, we need to tone down our language. You know, really, we have to learn. We have to learn from the liberals their language. They're winning. The same thing happened in my country of birth. The Iran lobby was very strong, very united, and they had such a beautiful conning language. and they won. And they infiltrated the White House, and then the Iran deal was signed. We would never thought that Iran deal would have been signed. Despite that, Dr. Ahmad Shahid wrote a huge report again about the Iranian human rights violations. Nobody considered anything. Why? Because the enemy is united, and the enemy has a very different language. So we have to learn that language, use it to win our Canada back. Thank you.
Here, here, get up. This is good. My face is so warm right now. Look at this, a standing ovation. You deserve it. Awesome. Awesome. Anybody have any questions? Yeah, Jürgen.
You want the media to talk?
Come on up here. You can plug your.
You want the media to talk?
I heard his first version with Beth on it the other day, and I thought I was very impressed with that. And he's invited me on, and I look forward to going on. You know, in this day of society, I have half a tongue left from chewing it as much as, because I have the biggest mouth out there. And one day I'm just going to unleash and say the hell with it all, and I don't care. That's what I hear. I have to be careful. I run the Greater Ottawa Truckers Association. I've been threatened before. And all I tell anybody, when they put the bullet through me, make sure it exits my back, because I don't give a shit. Sorry about that language. I don't care, man, oh man. You got me so hot in the head. Now, I got a quick question. Why is the hysteria? I posted on the Facebook the other day, I'm so sick of hearing about the Muslims, Sharia, and all that crap, and climate change. It seems to be everything we talked about today. Is it a deploy to distract us?
Yes.
Is it? So is it to drill it into us so we become used to it, we become numb? Because I will never become numb to the fact that I will not stand up for this country.
We have to really think about our constitution to fight against them. You know what Professor Robson is doing? We really need to really focus on our Canadian constitution. Leave everything away.
And you know another thing, I'm going to make a sexist remark here, but she's a very beautiful lady. She's a very beautiful lady. We don't get to see that anymore. We immigrate people into our country, and they're hiding them, and I don't know why. They're beautiful people. They should be equal to us. I do not know why we subscribe to everybody's way of thinking, and we, the Canadians, get pushed back and back and back, and we've got to continue, like this young lady says.
I'm not young.
You know what? If you were 108, that didn't hurt. When I call somebody a young lady, they, oh, you're special. Yeah, I am special. That's my wife. Anyway, here is Beth.
Well, you were saying that we need to be on the media more. Well, Jürgen has come out with a new radio show, and I'll let him tell you about it.
And it's a great show.
Thank you very much. We've started a new station in Cornwall, of all places, because the hotbed of Ottawa is shrinking. As you know, CFRA, everything is turning leftist, being controlled by Bell. We are not under the CRTC regulations. I have a live show on the DCN network every Friday afternoon between 3 and 4 o'clock. Now we have started with 7 programs. We are planning to grow the station. We're basically a libertarian type of station. Not that I endorse any party. I just believe in freedoms and everything that we've been talking about here today. And it's nice to see you like-minded folk here, but we need to reach out to those that aren't like-minded and bring them back into the fold. That's where we need to grab the people. We need to grab the dummies that are being sold all this BS, and we need to bring them into our situation to realize that individual freedoms are under attack. That Canada is becoming exactly like Shabnam has said. And if you're not in agreement with that, then you've got your head up, well, in the sand. Right?
Desert.
At any rate, my show is called Against the Grain. I would look forward to people calling. Now, we have one line right now. One line. But I got a call yesterday after I interviewed Tom Black. My first show was with Beth Trudeau. We talked about Fabianism. We are letting the gloves come off because I don't give a shit anymore. They poisoned my wife with poison blood, and I can't take it anymore. And now they're coming after us with these Islamists, and they're going to bring Sharia law. She is now my wife, my lovely wife of almost 35 years, got given tainted blood by the eugenicists that control us. And if you don't believe in Fabianism, if you don't believe in eugenics, all you got to do is look at my family and the suffering we've been through with what she's gone through. And now finally, after years of fighting, they have a medication for her. It's $1,000 a day. Wow. They were supposed to give her 90, they've given her 58. And the only reason she got it is because she got worse. Wow. Several years ago, I confronted our MP. And I asked him, what are you doing for the victims of the tainted blood scandal? What are you doing for these people? And he just patted me on the shoulder. Oh, don't worry. Your wife will be well looked after. As he looked over my shoulder, looking to see if there's someone more important than me there. At any rate, I digress. The DCN radio network, it's on dunet.ca on the internet. You can listen live on Fridays 3 to 4, then it's up on a podcast for a month. You'd want to hear what Beth and I discussed about on our first show. You'll want to hear what Jean-Serge and I talked about on our second show. Tom Black and I had a great discussion yesterday. Next week or week after possibly, this young lady is going to join the show. We're going to have John Robson on the show. We're going to get the fighters on the show. And like I said, the gloves are off. Another project I'm working on right now with my good friend Alan Fleming, and he's come up with the idea, and you guys can all help. It's called 1,000 Paragraphs. We need 1,000 Canadians to write one paragraph, and we will publish the book. All right? If you're interested, we have a form here. It releases us basically saying we can publish the book, that we're allowed to use your paragraph. You can voice your concerns, and we will publish 1,000 voices from 1,000 Canadians who are fed up. So, Friday afternoons, folks, I won't take up much more time. DCN Radio Network, I have cards. If you like to be on the show, get me your phone number. I'll call you so you have no long distance charges. Please, give me your phone numbers. Thank you.
Does that not charge you up? You're the